Hi, this is Shinjini from Modern Gypsy, and I have another Oracle unboxing for you. So this deck is the Gods and Goddesses card deck, mantras, blessings, and meditations. This is based on the Hindu pantheon. This is a deck of 52 cards, all from the Indian pantheon. And I've been working a little bit more closely with some of the Indian deities in my own work. And I thought that this is hard to open. It would be nice to have one of these decks that is based on, let me try and get that open, that is based on Hinduism. So this is a deck of 52 gods and goddesses, and it has a little pamphlet which gives you the different symbols of that I'm assuming that we'll find in the deck. So that's interesting because despite being a Hindu, I don't really know what all of the different symbols mean. So that's interesting to go through. Oh, that's nice. So you have Shiva and Ganesha on the inside of the box. And this is again got some wrapped in plastic. So here's the deck, and you have the name of the god and what they're commonly known for. So Ganesh is the remover of obstacles, and then at the back you have a Ganesh mantra. This is Sanskrit but written in English script so that you can pronounce it. And there's a meditation, and then there's some blessings. And the blessings are what you can use actually to read this more as an oracle deck if you would like. And you can also use these for altar work on your altar if you're going to work with a particular deity. That's Shiva, the god of destruction. Vishnu, maintainer of the universe. So these images are very traditional representations of how religious iconography is in Hinduism. So there's no real artistic representation or license that's been taken with the paintings, with the artwork. Interesting. Dhanvantari, god of medicine. I hadn't heard of her before. Oh, so Mohini Murthy was one of the, she was not really a deity from what I know. She was more like an Apsara, or a lesser deity, maybe you could say. And it's nice that they've actually introduced her in the deck as well. So there's some of these that I had never heard of as a Hindu, and that's interesting. he was not a god, he was a saint. Um, and the Buddha was not really Hindu, but that's fine. That's interesting. Interesting deck. I like how they have um, included deities who are still, yeah, like Surya. Again, I haven't really seen too many temples or too much about Surya, but yes, in our scriptures, Surya was the sun god. So I like how the inclusions in this deck. Narad Muni was more like a trickster. Some of these I've never heard of before, so that's interesting. I'm going to look at the mantras and blessings and what they have to say about some of these gods and goddesses that have been included in the deck. Never heard of Lord Kapila either. Bhumi, although yes, she's Mother Earth, and I think I've read a lot more about Bhumi in written by scholars, international scholars really, rather than too much in India itself. So it's quite interesting. Quite an interesting collection here. I didn't know Radha was considered a goddess. Interesting. And I didn't know Subhadra was considered a goddess either. She was Krishna's wife. So that's the deck. And like I said, very traditional imagery for to depict the gods. A lot of gods and goddesses that I've never heard of. There's some saints in here. There's some lesser gods in here. I don't know why the Buddha is in here, because he's not strictly a Hindu god, and from what I understood, this was focusing on Hinduism. So, but that's interesting that they include him here. I like it. And yeah, it's an interesting deck to be sure. But I'm not a huge fan of very traditional the traditional Indian iconography. That's probably because I've just grown up with it, and so it's a little too familiar for me. But I do like it for the blessings and the meditations and then the mantra, because I don't really know these either. I don't think I can even pronounce them. But from what I can figure out, this is not even really yeah, I can't figure out if this is translation. I don't think that it is. But this is the traditional mantra associated with each god, apparently. But if Gayatri is the one on whom the Gayatri mantra is, then this is not the Gayatri mantra. But if you want to get to know the Indian pantheon a little bit more, then this might be a nice place to start. You're not going to get too much of information about the gods, but you will get lovely images. Some of what these gods are known for, and it's true, Krishna is the Lord of Love, and Varaha is just written as a boar avatar, which he was, but an avatar of Vishnu. But that's about it. And then the interesting thing is the blessings at the back, and that's what you could really use for understanding a little bit more about these gods. And also, if you want to use it more as an oracle deck, then those blessings are what you would look at and kind of see how it relates to your situation. So I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough, and I'll see you again soon with either an art or a tarot video. Take care then. Bye-bye.